Private pilot written exam questions about visual guide slope indicators. Question 1. Each pilot of an aircraft approaching to a runway served by an ILS slope indicator VASI shall A. Maintain altitude above the glide slope. B. Maintain a 3-degree glide slope on the runway. C. Stay onto the runway's pitch until power off landing. Definitely not C. You never want. It's not recommended to do a power off landing. And you don't want to stay high above the runway because there is a chance you will overshoot and take up like a large portion of the runway, and that is another violation of safety. I think the best answer is B or C. Or I mean A or B. Each operating or line of runway. So I think it's B. I mean, they're really the same question. I say you should not be. So, okay, so 3. I think it's like a bit more of an overshoot. So the answer B A. On a final approach to a runway, equipped with a 2-bar standard VASI, lights appear as shown as illustration D. So what is illustration D shown? So remember, red, you're high, white, you're low. So red, you're, no, red, you're low, white, you're high, you're low, low. While operation in Class D airspace, each pilot operating an approach to land on a runway served by a visual approach slope indicator shall stay high until the runway to reach a power off landing. Definitely not. Maintain an altitude at or below until a lower altitude is necessary for safe landing. That's good. Maintain a $3 before going to VASI. That's another hard question. But I think the better answer is B. So you're operating Class D airspace. Each pilot served by a vessel shall maintain a 3 approximately before going below. I think it's B. You never want to go like below. You want to be on the glide slope of VASI. When approaching and landing, objective is assured when the pilot remains on what? Which landing objective is assured when the pilot remains on the proper glide path of the VASI? So I don't know what that is talking about, but oh, so it's basically saying what is assured to make a proper glide path towards VASI. A, no, this is a good one. So if you want to have a good landing, safe obstruction clearance, approach area, is B. Yeah, just want to be safe from the runway. Below the glide slope, indication will be pulsating. So your below the glide slope will be pulsating red. When approaching to land on a runway served by a visual VASI. So when you're landing VASI, the pilot shall maintain altitude that captures a glide slope at least 2 miles downward from the runway threshold. Okay, mainline glide slope between the 2 light bar. You don't want to land between the 2 light bars because you'll be off the runway. Maintain an altitude at or below the glide slope. I think the safest answer is A or C. They're really the same thing. It's super hard to identify. So let's read the answer. An airplane approaching to land on a runway served by VASI shall maintain an altitude at or above the glide slope until lower altitudes necessary for safe landing. Again, it really says that here, at least 2 miles from the downwind. That should not be used to descent plane visually line up for a runway. Interesting. So illustration A indicates a what's towards the aircraft. So A is that you're on the glide slope. On the glide slope. Which approach of the landing objective is assured when the pilot remains on the proper glide path of VASI? A continuation of proper guidance after transition to VFR? No. Course guidance from a visual descent point to touchdown? Okay. Safe obstruction clearance in the approach area? I think the safest answer would be C. VASI lights as shown by, so what is illustration C? Represents that you're too high. Remember, white bar, you're high, above the glide slope. Slightly high glide slope is indicated on a position approach. It's not VASI, so it's not red and white. So it would be B. So it would be a white bar. Wait. Yeah, so this is a 4 bar, 3 white bars and a red one.